I'd beg your...
What hope is there? It can't be. I have no reassurance to offer. Do what you think best in the time remaining. I am a disciple of the Tribunal. My people come to me for comfort, yet I have none to give. The three are silent. I lift my voice, but they do not answer. The Covenant circles Ebonheart, and I cannot even pray for wisdom. The Tribunal punishes the people for my faithless ways. The shrines to Almalexia, Sothasil, and Vivek are surrounded by a foul smell and angry Aelith. Please, do what I cannot. Burn these flowers at the shrines, then pray for Ebonheart. Burn the flowers at each shrine. They're a rare variety of gold carnet called Roland's Tears, and are sacred to the three. I pray they hear you. The shrines are out. Burn the flowers at each shrine. They're a rare...
Speak. All prayers are heard, not all are acknowledged. Every small cog drives a greater gear. Each is necessary, otherwise the whole collapses. When any cog shivers from the stresses on it, the master feels it, but the load he assigns it is no more than he knows it can bear. Wizard, mystic, master of the Clockwork City, an architect of time and a binder of oblivion, one who masters the tools that mastered others. Does this answer satisfy? Good. Seek. Learn. When you are prepared, find the master. He will be interested to hear your conclusions.
I appear at my lord's behest. Or perhaps I was always here, and you merely lacked the ability to see me. Actions carry conviction better than words. A skilled poet arranges for others to be where they should be, when they should be, to fulfill his needs and desires. Yet the question Sildras asked was not the one in his heart. A man of poisoned words put doubt in Sildras's heart. He said the poet is less than he once was. Tell the disciple that Vivek's words and wit and way of war are as keen as always. What is Vivek beyond these? Vivek is a warrior poet, the ruthless and elegant soul of his people. He guides and protects all. Sharp of eye and tongue is he. Long is his reach. Longer is his spear. How can this question be on the lips of anyone in Morrowind? The sermons of Vivek are beside every bed. Vivek's psalms are sighed from every maiden's lips. His wisdom makes his people as hard, capable, and enduring as the poet himself. All know Vivek, for Vivek would have it so.
I see you poking around.
My Lady Omalexia bids you carry a message to Disciple Sildras. The Tribunal does not abandon their people. Just as a parent shelters children from dangers they cannot comprehend, the three shelter the Dunmer from threats beyond their ken. Tell him that my lady is mindful of his doubt and fear. There is no shame in either, so long as he helps others bear their burdens. By helping others, his fears will be allayed. But if he spreads his despair, my lady will chastise him. You are the child whose soul was stolen. My lady is concerned for you. Almalexia is the merciful healing mother of the Dunmer. She is the most beloved of the tribunal. I am merely a servant and messenger of my lady, not a teacher or priest. Seek the temples and libraries to learn more. Perhaps in time, you may speak to Almalexia herself.
What? That's my lot.
I can feel the blessings upon you. It's a power I've not felt myself for many years. I see. I hadn't considered there might be threats more grave than the Covenant invasion. You would think, given all we know of the treachery of Cold Harbor, that I would see that. What of Sotha Seal? I am ashamed. The three have shown more faith in me than I have in them. I dread asking this, but what of Lord Vivek? Ha! Yes, I should have known. Vivek is the most subtle of the three. It's true, I've been counseling a Dunmer who questions his faith. He told me the Tribunal are losing their powers. Only indirectly. We see the three less every year. They no longer make their annual pilgrimage to Red Mountain on Vardenfell, and no one knows why. It all seemed so convincing when he said it. His name is Ravil Urano. He hasn't come to pray for days now. He was in such despair. I think he'd even stopped bathing. The last time I saw him, he smelled terrible, like fresh offal. What? Have I been a fool? I questioned my faith for the flimsiest of reasons and caused others to question theirs. I have much to do to correct my failure. I wish I knew why Ravil Urano's doubting words were so compelling.
Thank Vivek you stopped the Covenant from summoning Sidal.
Another strangers? I have no quarrel with you. We shall speak. But know that if you would help those trying to murder our Hist, I will speak with my teeth instead of my tongue. It's dying. It was never healthy. This isn't Black Marsh after all. So in the last few weeks, it's withered. We've learned that House Drez is poisoning it. It's not enough to have enslaved us for generations. Now they want to carve our hearts out. The best we can do is fertilize it. We're using mud crab meat wrapped in ash reed. Both are common around the quarter. We've also set guards around the tree to keep the Dunmer away. If you wish to aid us, gather the items I requested. Ash reeds grow in the tide pools in our quarter, and mud crabs thrive on the shores nearby. Gather some of each and present them at the roots of our Hist. Some of our people heard a dark elf talking to others of his kind. He asked if they'd seen the Drez rowing out to our Hist tree. He saw jars of poison in the boat. That's not hard to believe. Ravil Urano. My people overheard him at the inn. He was drunk and talking too loud. No one spoke to him directly. It's never been wise for an Argonian to confront a dark elf. Especially lately. We're far from Black Marsh. No, but it's not difficult to believe, is it? The Drez think we're little more than animals. But the Pact freed us. What they can't enslave, they destroy. The Drez have always regarded Argonians as little more than savage children. We needed to be civilized, so they uplifted us by putting us to work as slaves on plantations and in mines. No more. Now we speak beside them in the council. What do you have there? We are allowing no one to approach the Hist, especially strangers claiming they wish to help us. We just caught a dark elf trying to poison the tree. Your words smell fair, but tasting is proof. Let me see what you have there. Yes, I erect the spine of apology. While you were away, we caught a dark elf defiling our Hist. Please, apply the fertilizer you've gathered to the base of our Hist. As long as I'm with you, the guards will let you through. One of our guards is escorting him to my lodge. He seems half mad. He was doing something to the tree, and apparently he is of House Drez.
This isn't a good time.
It seems we have proof that the Drez are trying to murder our tree. While you were gathering mud crab meat and reeds, the guards caught him trying to harm our Hist. We can't get anything out of him but his name and house. Seems the rumors were true. House Drez is trying to murder our Hist. He was scratching at the bark, licking our tree. When the guard shouted at him, he dropped an empty bottle. Now he's very ill. The truth is as plain as the face of Masser. You may do as you wish, but his mind is boiling. His words skitter like a mud crab in a pan. You will gather no moisture from this one.
Don't make me breathe. There are spores in the air. Huge clouds of them. Can't you see them? What did I do? What did it do to me? I see. I feel. I'm awake. I touched it. It smelled like flowers and black earth. It tasted like rain and summer wind and the deepest green. He said the tree's sap would be better than skooma. He was right. He said the Argonians might be angry. Do you think they're angry? To me, they always look angry. It's the teeth. He gave me the bottle, said it was for the tree. I thought it was skooma. I tasted it. It was bad. I fed it to a lizard. He didn't like it either. He died. The bottle broke. How can I fill it with sap? I never saw him before. I asked him for coin to get more skooma. He was a Dunmer. Someone called him Braville? Weeville? Wabberjack? Raville, that's it.
Ravel? I can't believe it. Ravel? Ravel Urano claimed he saw House Dres poison our history. Then he gave a bottle to this tree-licking waste of flesh. I smell worm scat. Someone has been playing us for fools, and I no longer believe it's House Dres.
There is an urgent task for you. For the love of the three!
Have our town's fortunes improved? That's a great relief. Well done. The Covenant troops haven't left their encampment to the west, but it's only a matter of time before our inactivity encourages them. I don't know this, Myr. Why would he cause so much trouble? Perhaps he's an agent of Sheogorath. That's an unpleasant thought. The Daedra of Chaos is worse than any mere Covenant army. Can you aid me further? Ravel must have a house in town. I'd like you to find it and watch him. I'd like to see myself, but I'm sure he'll recognize me. So I'll need to cast a spell on you. Commoners would call it a scrying spell, but I'm beyond such crude hedge magic. It will enable me to see and hear what you do. Furthermore, I'll be able to speak to you. Search for Ravil's home. I expect it's on the west side of town. You should be able to hear me now.
I have many fine goods.
Over here. Walk this way.
Good idea. Get 'em, boys. I guess that'll do. Open the gates.
From the sides!
I smashed you to bits.
This is where we part, my friends. I will see you inside. Speak to my giant friend here to gain entrance.
Challengers appear from the cold wastes. Are they worthy enough to face the pack? Let the games begin. Move the flank. Impressive. Let's see if they can handle something a little harder, eh? Now!
You're doing very well.
It looks as if there's some fight in our challenges after all. Take them down.
Congratulations. You passed the first trial.
Yeah, they bested the finest sloths, drunkards, and fools we had to offer.
Adorable. Shall we give them a pendant?
I say, let's see how these soft skins fare against a real challenge.
To arms.
Use this to defeat them.
We don't abide cheaters in the blessed crucible. You're going to pay for that!
To the side!
Light it up!
There they are. Get 'em.
We don't abide cheaters in the crucible. Double rations for the team that brings me their heads. Let the grand melee begin!
Help! They mean to feed me to their beasts!
I've tamed the most exotic and dangerous beasts from the dark corners of Tamriel to test these challengers! The first monstrosities presented for your entertainment come from the ashlands of Morrowind. These creatures laid waste to an entire village before I captured them. It is my great honor to
Oh dear! Please, save me! Help!
Incineration beetles! These challengers are surprisingly fierce. But here's the real reason you've come today. Prepare yourselves, combatants. Pray to your gods and make your peace. You face
Help!
the stinger!
Get me out of here!
What? Impossible! How did you win? From the volcanic island of Vardenfell, a creature of fury that knows no mercy! The vicious, the cruel,
I'm going to die!
the troll
I just know it!
king!
Come get me out of here!
Light it! You are nothing.
live on.
Well played! Well played indeed! She's dead. Remarkable.
Champion of the Blessed Crucible,
She's dead. Remarkable.
Champion of the Blessed Crucible, we salute you.
We salute you!
Quality wear.
Home is more.
merchandise around. Quality wares.
Buying, selling, trading. Best prices guaranteed.
Open for business.
Come, do your trading here.
Buying and selling.
I've got what you need.
Finest merchandise around. I have many fine goods.
No charge to have a look. Selling, buying, trading.
Honest
right
merchant.
here.
Trust this one. Quality wares.
Come, do your trading here.
Finest merchandise around.
Buying, selling, trading.
There he is. Let's follow him.
Get away from me, brigand.
Merchandise around.
There he is. Let's follow him. There he is. Let's follow him.
Get away from me, brigand.
There he is. Let's follow him. There he is. Let's follow him.
Hey, Ravel! No waffle today. The temple's forbidden all sales.
Quiet, fool. I paid you for your discretion, remember?
Over here, Initiate.
It's that fancy sword was in our camp. Hey, fancy man. Fallen on any swords lately? Saying we shouldn't help the Dunmer? Like a Nord would ever turn down a fight.
The drunk one took your advice, Silver Tongue. He now regrets it. For shame.
It was just idle talk, friend. I assure you, I had nothing to do with it.
You went into that shack. Wait for him to leave.
What is it?
Try to get inside that shack.
For the honor and the glory!
Archon, curse them! Unfathomable! We're about to lose!
Hofer. What now, Ravil? So you're the meddler who undid all of Ravel's work. Such a waste of my time.
What are you doing here? You won't take me. Cornell gave me potions.
The guards heard fighting. I assume you found more inside than just evidence? Having him alive might have been useful, but having him dead is just as good. The ritual items in the shack on the docks and his belongings might tell us something more.
It's not safe here. Run, friend. Get out of here before the Covenant soldiers come back. I'm staying put, so I can direct other survivors to safety. But if I see another dagger uniform, I'm leaving. They came up the road from the east, killing and looting as they went. A few of us managed to escape. I wish I knew what happened to Othris and her family. Salu Othris is our overseer. Her husband Garvis was organizing a defense of the stables. I didn't see where the matriarch and her daughter went, but her boys headed for the pools. Poor folks. They were a good sort. For field masters, that is. I'd start with the sons, Daedrus and Mavis. The last I saw, they were running for the sulfur pools. It's dangerous in there. The water boils, and wild shot come up from underground. Maybe Vec guide your steps, traveler. Mining sulfur, of course. We get it from the pools. Alchemists pay a premium for it. They use it in potions, but they don't want to gather it themselves. Take a deep breath. It smells like rotten eggs here, night and day. It gets in your clothes and your hair. Most alchemists are just too proper to put up with the smell. Can't blame them.
The Shulk had me trapped up here like Nyx hounds hunting a lizard. Thank Vivek the brutes were too stupid to try going around the rock. They just stood down there and snapped at my feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure going to try. Please, find my brother Dedrus. The Covenant soldiers were hot on his heels.
The soldiers are gone? Thank Almalexia! I thought no one would come before they got tired of taunting me. They kept talking about what they do with their knives. We got split up. The last I saw Drathyra, she and Mother were just ahead of the invaders. There's a cave at the edge of the pools. Drathi, Mevis, and I used to play there. I'll bet that's where they went. Yes, now that those soldiers are gone, I'm going to make a run for it. Wish me luck.
Set it ablaze!
lion. Burn!
Why? Why did they do this? He stabbed her. Merciful three, he stabbed her. Why did he do that? We did nothing to threaten them. The captain of the Covenant soldiers. His blade was poisoned. I can already see the edges of Mother's wound blackening. I must be calm. I can't lose my wits like some rattle-brained Altmer. He said he had an herbal antidote. He actually waved the bottle in my face. He said I could have it if I, well, entertained him and all his men. I spat in his face. He went south to our guar barns, said he wanted to hear the beast scream. We keep grief brandy in the storage shed there. Light some on fire. I bet that'll get his attention.
What's going on out here?
You're back. Do you have the antidote? I think so. Please, give me the bottle. The three, bless you. Mother, everything's gonna be fine now. Yes, you got here in time. She's resting now. I'll help Mother make her way to the stead. We'll see you there. And thank you.
Drathyra tells me your actions saved my wife from a painful death. I'm in your debt, and I honor my debts. That's thanks to you. As I said, I honor my debts, but until we drive the Covenant from Stonefalls, this is all I can offer. Now I must speak with Dedrus. He smells like he dishonored himself.
No rest for the weary. This is taking forever.
My Guar, all. I'm sure the Covenant troops have eaten them all. Uncivilized savages. Our Guar. When the Covenant soldiers attacked, the Guar panicked and ran into the sulfur pools. Guar aren't the smartest animals. By now, some of them have probably drowned. Did I mention they're dumb? Put a harness back on them, say a few calm words, and they'll run back here. The hard part would be finding harnesses. I've only got one here. The rest are scattered with the Guar. You'll have to find them in the pools. A fine job. Most of the herd has come home. The Othris use these animals to haul carts of sulfur to market, but they don't care about them like I do. Whether or not you care about the Guar, you've helped them. And me, I think I owe you this.
Help me, please.
Becoming tiresome.
If only somebody would come.
This work never ends.
I need help.
I don't see you making much progress.
Over here, please. Somebody, please. I need help. me, please.
I'm fading.
If only somebody would come. Help me, please. I can't feel my legs.
Whatever shall I do?
Well?
Run! Goblins have overrun our fields! These once fertile lands have been reduced to ash and dust. My fair Edwina must be ashamed of me. I am a poor protector. The goblins have slaughtered many of my men. Even my eldest son has been fed to the funeral pyre. Now my youngest son, Bjork, has gone missing. Trolls' blood! These vermin seem unstoppable. My middle son, Gar, is leading the search for Bjork west of the Hall. Go, speak to him. Help him find his missing brother and end this nightmare. Speak to my son, Gar, outside the manor house. Offer to help find Bjork. I couldn't bear to lose another son. I was wounded in battle during the Akaviri invasion of Stonefalls, years ago. A sweet soul named Edwina nursed me back to health. Though her family disowned her, we were married a few years later. She has given much for our love. Many of these milk drinkers consider it heresy for a dark elf to marry one of another race, as if the three care who we love and live for. Despite the hatred, Edwina and I have stood strong. Our love and land has endured, until now. Those beasts and their bugs lair in the mountains north of here. They scuttle along the coast, catching fish and squatting in caves. Then the Covenant soldiers came to Stonefalls. They used the caves along the coasts as supply drops for landing troops. They drove the goblins from their caves and killed their spider queens. Now the animals are searching for new lands. They're trying to take our home. I was wounded in battle.
These goblins are merciless, stranger. They don't feel pity or remorse or fear. And they won't stop until they're killed. You want to help? Get out there and kill some of those stinking gobs. Bjork is nearby. I heard him call my name. If you can distract the gobs, I think I can get to him. Meet me here when you're done.
Your attack on those vermin was heroic. You made them regret the day they left their stinking dens. We're in trouble. Your diversion worked, and Gar went looking for his younger brother. That's the good news. The bad news is the goblins are gathering for a final attack on the hold. Quickly, get to Hrogar and warn him.
My courage has fled.
What news of my sons? Has Bjork returned? Warriors, to me. Protect the hall and safeguard the innocents. Defend the hold! Defend the hall! Slay the goblins! Kill them all! Their leader comes! Take him down! By Istramor! We've won the day!
Ugh, Shaw's bones. You have to help. Ugh, miserable gobs. They're missing. We found Bjork. We were escorting him home when ambushed. The goblins must have taken them both. The spiders encased their prey in cocoons. If Bjork and Gar were taken, you'll probably find them trapped in one of those silken prisons. You'll find spider cocoons along the beach east of the manor house. Look there. Show no mercy to these craven goblins and their spider pets.
The goblins have captured Gar. They took him into a cave near the beach.
We've got to kill the Goblin Warlord and the Spider Queen while we have the chance. Follow me. in the heart of the cave, friend. Now is the time to strike. What do you say? Think we're mighty enough to take on the Goblin Warlord and his Spider Queen? Crush the eggs! Crush them! That will draw out the ugly Spider Queen and her Goblin ally. Sovngarde awaits. We'll kill these beasts and send the Goblin horde to the pits! Ysgramor! I'll watch your back while you crush spider eggs. Weapons out. Here they come. For Bjork! For Frogar! For Ysgramor! I'll meet you at the hall. What?
The attacks are faltering. You've driven the goblins back. Shore's bones, traveler. Without your help, we'd be attending my son's funeral, instead of celebrating a victory over the goblins. I'll never forget how you helped to defend my hold. I was wounded in battle during the Akaviri invasion of Stonefall.
I brought the head of the Goblin Warlord.
There's always more to do.
Tell that little wimp to watch his back.
Getting old is no picnic. The alternative is a lot worse.
Welcome. Are you a scholar of the Mages Guild? Wait, don't tell me. I did. I'm going to join the guild in Ebonheart. Their scales will be moist with envy when I show them my concoction. It's a potion that imitates the visions we get when we lick the hist tree. I just need the final reagent. Yes, grubgrass. Would you? It grows at the base of a waterfall near here. Meanwhile, I'll work on the brew. The river always provides. There's grubgrass under the western waterfall. You'll need to stuff it in a vial and rush it back here. No time to lose on this brew. I'm talented. My skill pours from the sky. I never even picked up a book, but look how naturally I brewed this potion. And look how colorful it is. That's talent.
Ah, curse it all.
What do you want?
I'm filled with dread.
You're wet, and you stink. You have my reagents? I'll mix this and this. There. Now, to test it. Would you take this to my assistant? Oh, no. He's much too afraid of me. He's hiding behind the large mushrooms to the south. We call him Not So Quick. Just tell him I don't want him to drink it. Tell Not So Quick he shouldn't drink the elixir. I know. Trust me.
You're the hero of Ash Mountain, the slayer of Balrath.
I can't talk. I have to concentrate on not being seen. If I can't see her, she can't see me. Really? She said that? Then my first reaction is to drink it. But she knows that's what I'll think, so I shouldn't. But I should do the opposite of that, so... Dry scales. I think I figured her out. Give it to me. Ugh, disgusting.
This work never ends.
Quickly! How did it go? Was there a strong color change? Perhaps a strong smell? He'll get better. Here, smell this. Does it smell dangerous? No, of course not. It smells great. Your turn. You'll want to be out in the open, preferably in the exact center of town. Enjoy the experience. Remember, you want to drink it in the open. Otherwise, the experience might overwhelm you. Actually, it might still overwhelm you, but there you go.
Do not add to my problems.
Help! The cat's after me!
I'll be at this a while.
Well, what did you see? Fascinating. That's not what I expected. Perhaps I should pick up an alchemical text or two, purely to augment my own talent, of course. Thank you. Swim swiftly.
Do not fuel my wrath.
progress. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back.
You look brave and wise. What is your name? That is a good name you have. So well named. Would you like to help me with a problem? Pashriha, my sister, she is crazy. Not long ago, we repelled a Covenant attack. She chased their leader to the northwest. Would you look for her? If you find her slain, could you drag her corpse back to town? You are kind. I don't think every sister tests her brother this way. But it has always been so with me and Pashriha. Our home taught us to survive. Everything in Black Marsh tries to eat us. When something bites us, we bite back harder.
What do you want?
What do you want?
Well?
These Covenant soldiers are not lions. They are insects. My poor brother. He's a good elder, but he has many responsibilities. He cannot hunt insects like his sister. I will return to him soon. You offered to help my brother. Will you help me as well? I'm tracking the Covenant leader. He ran from my blade before it could feed on his flesh. But another danger looms over our town. A monstrous orc and a treacherous storm mage. We slaughtered their troops, but they were too powerful to take down. Mijapa is tracking them to the east. Look for him if you think you can defeat these champions. Kill them. Make the ash safe again. I must find that insect, the lieutenant. When I catch him, I'll pluck his wings and watch him dance on his back. Fort Farak sent a small group of troops to help Lukiel Uksith. They are good neighbors. The Covenant insects swarmed them before they reached town. We came across them while hunting for the lieutenant.
Death would be a relief.
Step quietly, traveler. There's a mountain of an orc nearby. Ah, you've not seen him then. You should know a powerful mage fights at his side. Her spells make him incredibly powerful. In the ruins atop that bluff, follow this gorge to the east to reach him. If you are able to defeat the monster, I'll name you One Who Breaks Mountains.
Fan out!
What do you want?
Mijapa mentioned that you fought a monstrous orc. This news is good. I wish it broke through my gloom. Posh Riha has yet to return. My scales should be thickened with dread by now, but they are not. Yes, she was seen recently. Posh Riha is like a storm, unpredictable and violent. I fear one day she will break. Southwest of here. Could you try to find her again? She worries me, but I must see to the town's defense.
Keeping myself busy here.
Mourn for me, or they'll suspect I'm alive. I'm lying still on the ground. Don't worry. I just tried to eat an eel that's too large. I must remain here a moment until I can...
I see her. Let's hope she lives. We'll need her before the day is done.
to enjoy this.
You think you've beaten me? How amusing. Haven't you noticed that the pact I've made protects me from death? What are you not doing? Oh, I do so love to see magic. Is that what this is? This isn't as grand as the spells I learned from the Daedra. But I don't expect remember, children, you'll never keep me here of your own.
Mourn for me, or they'll suspect I'm alive. I'm lying still on the ground. Don't worry. I just tried to eat an eel that's too large. I must remain here a moment until I can stand again, but I fear the Covenant's leader may escape. You are kind, one who stands over me. Could you stab his corpse with my dagger, the Mota Fang? I feel bad that my failure has denied Mota her chance to feast on his flesh.
Move now!
From the side!
Isn't the best defense always a good attack? What is that terrible smell? It's making me hungry.
Never trust an elf. Pointy
my problems.
Has that insect been squashed? You have shown me I have much to learn. Mota Fang does not belong in my hands. I will train, so that someday these fingers will appreciate a similar blade. But Mota, she belongs to you now.
There's no end in sight.
Doesn't seem like there's much done here.
Do not waste my time.
Open for business.
merchandise around.
Watch the little... You need something?
House stress has spread your name far and wide.
The hearts of the Dunmer are as dry as their land. Are you here to help? Ah, there's much to do, but the Dunmer and Argonians aren't even talking to each other. There's a troubled history between the two races. The Ebonheart Pact can't miraculously smooth over old hatreds. Even so, with Senian ruins, you'd think they'd work together. A lot of townfolk were burned by lava. Soft scale can make a burn salve, but it requires shock chitin. You'll need to kill Shocks and take the chitin to him at the temple. He'll know what to do with it. Shock are all over town. Collect their chitin and bring it to soft scale. Bad blood. I thought everyone knew that. Back before the Ebonheart Pact was formed, dark elves enslaved Argonians. They raided the Black Marsh and brought the captives up here to work. Sure, but the bigger problem is the Dunmer. They used to be lords and masters until the pact was formed. Now all of a sudden the Argonians are free and everyone is equal. Ha! Spoken like a courtier. You know, just saying everyone is friends doesn't make it so. Forming the pact was a battle, and there are still many sides to it.
You are not of Seni. Your scales bear stains of soot, and you smell of smoke and flame. What brings you here? I offer my gratitude. Please, wait. I'll make a poultice to soothe the burns of the injured. I'll need you to use it on them. The Dunmer don't trust Argonians, especially me and my egg sister walks in ash. They fear we'll harm them. You are a stranger, so they may let you heal their wounds. There is more. When you are done, go to Spellwright Gervis. Let him know we made this salve to help. Perhaps he will see we are not his enemy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Accept my gratitude.
You have my thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I am obliged to
You have
you.
my thanks.
Thank you.
You have my thanks. I'm really scared.
Why are you here, stranger? That scaleback? I kept my tongue when times were good, but now when the town is weakened, he's suddenly helpful? This is just a trick. Because his people have taken my daughter, Movani. She was doing chores for me and now she's disappeared. One of the farmsteaders saw that Argonian walks in ash watching her. Who else could it be? Nonsense. We've lived in the shadow of Ash Mountain all our lives. We know its dangers. It was those Argonian savages. Find Walks in Ash, then ask that scaleback where my daughter is. Return Movani to me. Then maybe I'll see what Softscale wants. Look for Walks in Ash in the ruins. The three only know what she's doing. We are in words and treaties. The Moot might meet in peace, but we remember what the Argonians were like when we dragged them out of the muck. We know what they really are. That's the calm man's choice, stranger. Without my daughter at my side, I don't give a damn whether some scalebacks are bleeding out in the ash.
This is not a good day for Seni, traveler. Yes, I am. Look at this. This is no natural run of lava. These are footprints. A spirit of wrath came through here. Stubborn Givus will not hear my warning. He thinks the eruption caused this. As you can see, his daughter is not here. I did see Morvani earlier. The flow of her life takes her to the base of Ash Mountain regularly. I don't know for certain. Just that I saw her walking west out of town. Find her, then perhaps Gervis will listen to me. If you succeed, use this. A signal. It's colorful but harmless. If you find Lady Morvani, use it, and I will come to you. Truth falls like a cool rain, carving many channels in the mud. My truth is different from the Dunmers, yet both are still true. I have no love for them. Do you hate fire for burning down your hut? The fire acts as it must. They saw our huts, and their nature required them to act. I trust a dark elf to act as a dark elf must.
Someone came. Did Father send you? I fell and twisted something. Damn, my ankle. Are you mocking me? Yes, of course I am. I'm trapped by lava flows and flaming shorks, and I can't walk. If I ever get home, I'm gonna drink a whole jar of Sujama. This was a shrine to the three. I come out here to pray for Mother. She was taken from us a few years ago. She was the sweetest woman I've ever known. Some days I swear I can still hear her voice. Anyway, I was out here when the eruption began. Of course he is, the overprotective Gua. Since we lost Mother, he's tried to run my life for me. I think I'll need 2 bottles of Sujama when I get home. Forget what Father says.
You found Gervis's hatchling? Good.
I've caught you bloody-handed. Morvani, are you... Lord, Mother, and Wizard, are you all right?
I'm going to be fine, Father. Thanks to this traveler. Can we get me off of this rock now?
Hold on, Morvani. I've got you. Traveler, you found my daughter. In the midst of all this, you found my Morvani. The Argonian helped you find her. Pah! Self-interest and cunning, I'm sure. I'm grateful just the same. Morvani means the world to me, ever since her mother was taken from us. They have beastly, baser urges. It makes them hard to trust. When the swamp calls to them, they rise up against their neighbors and strike them down. Even the kindest, the most gentle, are not spared from their wrath. It was before the signing of the pact. The Argonians of Seni still served my neighbors as slaves. Several of them made a break for freedom, and my Renisi, she was just out for a stroll. But today Morvani lives, thanks to you. Yes, well, I thank you for all you've done here today, traveler. My daughter is safe, and I must reluctantly admit that the Argonian may have played a part. May Lord, Mother, and Wizard all guard you on your journey.